Hi, so today I'm going to be doing a review of the Percy Jackson and the Olympians book series by Riordan. Now, as you can see, I have the beautiful box set here, which I got from Book Depository for only like $35, which is a great deal if you ask me. So the books in this series are as follows: The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. So there are 5 books in this series. Now, I've heard this book series described as many things. I've heard it described as a children's genre, as a middle grade genre, as a young adult genre, and in between all those too. I would personally fit this in between a middle grade and maybe young adult to children's too. I think if you're a child to the age of me, 21, you can enjoy this book series. I think it's universally great for everyone, and I think that's fantastic. So I first picked this book series up about maybe a month or 2 ago, and I read it maybe the whole series in the span of maybe 3 to 2 weeks, and I just really loved and enjoyed the series. So it follows a boy named Percy Jackson who finds out that he is a demigod, which means he's half human, half god, and it's basically in a world where gods exist. And I found this really interesting because I really don't know much about like the god history, or the gods like Jesus and all that and everything, and I think it was really interesting to find out the history, even though it's not true, but just to read the stuff about it in this book. I don't know, it's just something that I haven't really read before, and I really did enjoy reading about that sort of stuff. So Percy has to go on a quest to save the world, and along the way he has to discover what he's going to do, and he meets new friends and has lots of journeys, and it's really great. I think one of the strongest points about this series is the characters. Percy Jackson is a really strong and brave character, but he has his flaws too, and he's not at all stuck up or anything. He's a really great character. Then you also have characters who Annabeth, who is Percy's girlfriend, not a girlfriend, but like he's a girl who's a friend and everything. And I ship them a lot, even though they're like 12. They get older as the series end. I think they end at 16 of the age. But yeah, the characters in here are all really strong. There's also Grover. Grover was a little bit funny for me. He kind of turns out to be Percy's sidekick in the first couple of books, and he doesn't really seem to do much. And then the last couple of books you don't really see much of him. But Grover was a bit funny for me, but all the other characters were really great and interesting, and I just thought they were really thought out and great characters to read about. The storyline was fantastic, and I just felt in every book it had a great main point to it, and there was also always something kind of keeping me gripping and keeping me wanting to know what was going to happen, and just keep me like wanting to read it on, and I really loved that about this series. I didn't find there was like really one boring point in any of these books. I don't know why I never picked this book up before. I think because I thought it was more like of a children middle grade book, but as I've read more young adult, I've kind of come more open into reading these books. I never did read it as a child, and I just think this is fantastic. And as I said, I think as a young adult, you can read this and love it just as much as a child would. So I would definitely recommend it. I just enjoyed this series a lot, and I just thought it was fantastic. And I think I'm rating the series as a whole 4.5 out of 5 stars. But on my Goodreads, I did rate each book 4 out of 5 stars, as I don't have the half star system, and I thought it was more a 4 than a 5, but a 4.5. But if I had to choose, probably a 4 if they don't have the Goodreads, half star systems to be Goodreads. But yes, I just absolutely love this book, and I would recommend it to anyone if you're interested into learning more about the gods, or if you want a fantastic storyline, which features like a child who's 12 who has his world turned upside down, and you watch him grow throughout the span of these books till he's 16, and it's just great. It has a lot of character development and interesting storylines, and a lot of like action and everything, and it's just fantastic. I mean, what person wouldn't want to read about this? So now, of course, I have to face the dilemma. I have to find a space on my shelf for this, which I don't know where it's going to go, probably in one of my other bookshelves, but I have to decide wherever to keep the box set for it, and I don't know. Box sets are always funny for me because I want to keep them, but then because I need the most space, they kind of take up a little bit extra room. So I don't know, I have to decide that. But yeah, as I said, I got this box set for like $35 on Book Depository, which I think is a great deal, and I would highly recommend it. Of course, you can support your local bookstore and buy from there, but if you don't really have much money and you're looking to find a cheaper version of them, yeah, Book Depository. But yeah, I'll leave my Book Depository affiliate link down below, and if you buy it from that link, I'll get a small commission, which would be great, which means I can buy more books. But yeah, that is my Percy Jackson series review. I really loved it and enjoyed it, and I just thought it was fantastic, and I'd love to know in the comments below what you have thought of this series, if you read it as a child or you read it like maybe around the same age as me, and what you thought, or if you haven't read it at all and why not. And leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!